Have you ever faced a decision where logic failed you, yet you felt compelled to act anyway? This is the heart of Kierkegaard's leap of faith. We're taught to trust reason, but what about the moments when reason runs out? When love, purpose, or faith offer no proof? Kierkegaard argued that life's most important choices demand a leap, a conscious, passionate commitment made despite uncertainty. This leap isn't irrational. It's a recognition that reason has limits, and meaning often lies just beyond them. The leap of faith is how we move forward when certainty is impossible, and it's what gives our lives depth and direction. In Kierkegaard's time, philosophers like Hegel promised that reason could explain everything. Kierkegaard disagreed. He saw real life as messy, filled with anxiety, love, and death, things logic can't fully explain. Existentialism, which he helped found, centers on the individual's experience and choices. The leap of faith is the act of moving from endless analysis to personal commitment, even when reason can't guarantee the outcome. It's not a blind guess, but a courageous, passionate decision to live with uncertainty. Kierkegaard believed that only by leaping do we escape paralysis and become true participants in our own lives. The leap is how we stop merely thinking about life and start living it. Søren Kierkegaard, the Danish philosopher and theologian, grappled intensely with the nature of faith. His exploration wasn't a detached academic exercise, but a deeply personal and existential quest. He sought to understand what it truly meant to believe, especially when belief demanded something seemingly impossible. Kierkegaard's most famous example, a cornerstone of his philosophy, delves into the heart of this very struggle. Of the leap of faith is Abraham, the biblical patriarch. Abraham's story, as Kierkegaard interprets it, becomes a profound illustration of the tension between reason, ethics, and religious conviction. Abraham is commanded by God to sacrifice his son Isaac. This divine command forms the crux of the existential dilemma. From a rational or ethical view, this is unthinkable. A father murdering his own innocent child is an abomination. Reason and morality both scream no. Every fiber of Abraham's being, every societal norm, every ethical principle rebels against this command. Yet Abraham obeys, setting out on this agonizing journey. He is torn between his duty to his son, the natural love and protectiveness a father feels, and his duty to God, a divine authority he believes in implicitly. This creates an unbearable internal conflict. He cannot justify his actions to anyone. He can't explain it to Isaac, to his wife, or to any rational observer. He acts alone in faith, a solitary figure facing an impossible demand. This faith exists beyond reason or ethics, in a realm where logic and morality cease to provide guidance. Abraham believes two impossible things. He holds on to two contradictory beliefs simultaneously: that he must sacrifice Isaac, fulfilling God's command, and that he will somehow keep him, trusting in God's ultimate goodness and promise. This paradox is the essence of faith. It's not about logical certainty, but about embracing the seemingly irreconcilable. It's a leap into the absurd, a commitment that defies understanding, trusting not in the command itself, which is horrific, but in the commander, in the perceived goodness and ultimate plan of God. For Kierkegaard, Abraham's leap is both terrifying and sublime. It represents the ultimate test of faith. It risks madness, the complete breakdown of reason and ethical grounding, but it's also the highest form of passionate commitment, a total surrender to something beyond oneself. The leap of faith means stepping beyond universal rules, potentially violating the most deeply held moral principles. It is done for a higher personal calling, a relationship with the divine that transcends all earthly considerations. It means knowing the risk, understanding the potential for devastation, but leaping anyway, trusting in something beyond comprehension. The leap of faith isn't just reserved for prophets or those grand, sweeping moments of revelation. It's not solely about parting seas or ascending mountains. It's a quiet, almost imperceptible force. It's present in everyday trust. It's the bedrock upon which we build our relationships, our communities, and even our own sense of self. It's the silent agreement we make with the world and with each other. Think of a close friend, someone you confide in, someone who knows your flaws and still chooses to stand by you. You trust them, not just because of past evidence, not just because they've proven themselves reliable time and time again, but because you actively choose to believe in their character, in their inherent goodness, even when doubt arises, even when whispers of suspicion creep into your mind. When accusations or uncertainty threaten that trust, when external forces try to tear apart the bond you've carefully cultivated, logic may falter, the evidence may seem stacked against them, but your commitment remains, your belief in their integrity endures. This is a leap, a conscious decision to override your doubts and fears. You risk being wrong, you open yourself up to the possibility of betrayal or disappointment. But without that fundamental willingness to extend trust, deep friendship is simply impossible. It withers and dies on the vine of suspicion. The leap of faith is woven into all meaningful relationships. It's the invisible thread that connects us to one another. Marriage, a promise to love and cherish, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Parenthood, an act of unconditional love and unwavering support, despite the challenges and sacrifices it entails. Even hope for the future, the belief that tomorrow can be better than today, requires a leap of faith. It's not irrational, it's not a blind plunge into the unknown, but a necessary act, a conscious choice that gives love and connection their power, their depth, and their enduring strength. We leap, not because we're absolutely sure of the outcome, not because we have all the answers, but because we choose to believe in something greater than ourselves, because we choose to believe in the power of human connection, because we choose to believe in the possibility of a brighter future. Existentialism says we're free in a world without given meaning, terrifying but also empowering. The leap of faith is how we create meaning, by choosing a purpose or value and living by it, even without proof. Reason can weigh options, but it can't tell us what matters most. The risk is real. Without universal rules, leaps can go wrong, even become dangerous. Kierkegaard warns that the leap demands responsibility and self-examination. Meaning comes from the courage to choose and the willingness to bear the consequences. The leap is not an excuse for recklessness, but a call to live authentically, aware of the risks. Let's make this personal. Think of a value you live by: kindness, creativity, forgiveness. Try to prove it's the right value using pure logic. You can't. Reason only goes so far. You hold this value because you've chosen it, not because it's objectively proven. This is your leap of faith, a daily, ongoing commitment to an unprovable truth. Your choice shapes your actions, relationships, and life's meaning. Each day you reaffirm your leap, building a world of meaning from your own convictions. This is how we answer the question of what matters, by leaping, not by proving. Søren Kierkegaard, the Danish philosopher, introduced a concept that challenges our conventional understanding of belief: the leap of faith. It's a concept that resonates deeply with the human condition, a testament to our inherent need to find meaning beyond the confines of pure reason. The leap of faith isn't anti-reason. It doesn't advocate for abandoning logic or dismissing evidence. Instead, it acknowledges that reason alone cannot provide all the answers, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and spirit. It's about knowing reason's limits, recognizing that there are boundaries beyond which logic cannot venture. It's about understanding that some truths are felt, intuited, and embraced, rather than proven. Reason guides us through facts and problems, helping us navigate the tangible world with precision and clarity. It's the tool we use to build bridges, design technology, and understand the intricacies of science. But faith guides us through meaning and purpose, offering solace, direction, and a sense of belonging in a world that can often feel chaotic and uncertain. It's the compass that points us toward our values, our passions, and our ultimate goals. Life is a dance between certainty and commitment, a constant interplay between the known and the unknown. We seek stability and security, yet we also yearn for adventure and growth. And the leap of faith bridges the gap, allowing us to move forward even when the path ahead is shrouded in mist. It's the courage to step into the unknown, trusting that we will find our footing. It's how we act when answers are unclear, when faced with dilemmas that defy easy solutions. It's about making choices based on our deepest convictions, even when those choices seem illogical or risky. It's how we love, hope, and create, pouring our hearts and souls into endeavors that may not guarantee success, but that fill our lives with meaning and joy. It's the spark that ignites our passions and fuels our dreams. The risk of leaping is real. There's always the possibility of failure, disappointment, or even pain. But so is the reward. The potential for growth, fulfillment, and profound connection is immense. It's a life rich with meaning, forged by our own choices, shaped by our willingness to embrace uncertainty and to believe in something beyond ourselves. Reflect. When have you taken a leap of faith? Think about a time when you stepped outside your comfort zone, when you embraced the unknown despite your fears. What did it cost, and what did it give you? What sacrifices did you make, and what rewards did you reap? There's no single right answer, no universal formula for navigating the complexities of life. Only the journey of becoming who you are, a unique and evolving individual shaped by your experiences, your choices, and your unwavering commitment to living a life of purpose. In the tension between proof and belief, between the rational and the intuitive, we find the space to truly live, to embrace the fullness of our humanity, and to create a life that is both meaningful and fulfilling.